Hello. Good
Ah,
evening.
Yeah.
There we go.
hello, everyone.
Good evening. Welcome to TaleChasers on Friday. I am Amber, today's host on Fridays.
Amber feels very well. It's like you can hear.
Mhm.
I'm very sick.
But
But keep
Amber
telling me
still hosts D&D for some reason.
That's because
so
she's
good.
sick as fuck.
Well, that's because of the announcements. No, I wanted to do a little bit of hosting today because there's some things that we just need to get through. Like, we obviously, want to get Vincent back at one point in our lives. And not having waited half a fucking year.
Try waiting 50.
No.
Hey!
Mm.
Anyway, onwards to greater information. Next week, there will not be Arkonas on Friday. I don't know if there's going to be another day, but it's not looking like it right now. I have a work thing coming up and I'm not going to be home until like midnight. And that is yes, that is not so good cheap for trying to host D&D on a Friday. There will also be no Calamica next week, but we can't really slot in there.
Because Ash is going to sing at a I won't say concert is a big thing, like with her singing group, and a lot of us are going to be there. I might not because it's also close to my birthday, and I also have a life.
Mhm. Yes, can you tell us your birthday, your home address, and everything else relevant to
17th of October, and I'm not telling you my home address.
Why not?
It's
I'm
on the
not
back of
fucking
your card.
stupid.
Mm,
Outside of that, the 29th and the 5th will also be no clan. I will be on vacation. Um,
Mark is
and
always on vacation.
I am never on vacation. Excuse me. I
You were
hate
literally on
going on
vacation
vacation.
last week.
Yeah, well, yeah. The coincidence. All right,
I don't think so.
coincidence. I don't like going on
think not.
vacation.
I think not. Alright. So yes, today is going to be a quiet, short thing.
Uh-huh.
That'll mostly be player driven right now because my voice will fail me. And if I speak for too long of periods, I might perish.
Yeah, it's fine. You can just grunt. That also works.
So let us begin with a recap because it has been 2 weeks since we've last heard from the Stargazers.
That is very true. All right. Well, um, last on Dragon Ball, no, last time on Arkona's account, we picked up, uh, basically Lawrence had a little conversation with Castor. Uh, Not really sure what they talked about because that was handled in the text RP between sessions. But they on the tail end of it talked a little bit about Castor. He was supposed to leave very soon because he has stuff to take care of, important stuff. Um, and he did mention that he's been having some trouble divining things while he's been here in Blacklaw, and that this place, which presumably the entire mountain is what he refers to, feels like some sort of void. Um, and he's not quite sure if his wings will carry him all the way to his destination. He's been practicing a little bit though, and he promises to stay in contact with the sending spell. After this, we have our little group meeting. Uh, you know, Tokas fills us in about the fact that Uzul the Kingslayer has been claimed, and basically, I guess, refills us in about some of the artifacts, and we discuss this at length. And it is also, revealed. He's like, apparently, I have one of them, and the World Ender is most likely going to come for me and it because he needs it. But as long as I'm in the mountain, I don't think he knows exactly that I'm here with the, well, or rather that the artifact is here, the book, because the book, much like Castor, can't really receive divinations very well inside of the mountain. It's something that's interfering. But yeah, we have a very long conversation about our next steps. We decide that, well, we can't really try to, or well, it's not. We, please, brain work. We don't think we should attempt to force a fight with this world ender that is collecting artifacts. And instead, we should try and lay low for the rough month that we had left before we need to make a decision on Corvillia. And during this month, we will look into what we can do to help Tokas because, well, he has a bit of a skin condition. And, that's not good.
Mild.
A mild skin condition, yes. Just
Some cream on it.
yeah, the like
Make sure it doesn't get sunburned.
equivalent of like radiation poisoning, except very magical. And so we, most of us are going to try and look into things that can be done about this on like one hand or another, different avenues of approach. And Tokas needs to stay in the mountain with his book because as soon as he steps outside with it, this world ender will presumably get some form of ping and know that, aha, it is there.
Ping.
Ping.
My GPS.
Yeah.
Blows up phone. There's a notification. Oh.
Yeah, it's like, you have locate object with that's not concentration, has a range of, I don't know, infinite.
This plane.
This plane, exactly. But so basically what happened was that we're gonna split up and do some different things. Vittorio, Zarius, and Delphine are going to head into Grafendam. Vittorio specifically is going to ask his Witcher friend, Eric, that is in heavy quotation marks, employ of some nobles here, because apparently the nobles in Grafendam might have some form of cure or antidote for Blackstone poisoning, because as rich people do, they ground it up into dust, this highly dangerous magical mineral, and then they snort it because they're rich people, and then they just take some sort of cure or antidote for it to stave off any bad things happening. So Victoria's gonna ask around about that a bit, and I guess we'll see what else. During our talk, before everyone's set off, Crawley, which is Lauren's little familiar, a crawling claw, starts acting kind of weird after it wanted to talk to Ebb. And something red and slimy kind of crawled out of Crawley, and it turned out that Crawley was in fact not a hand. He was what is known as a knockbeeg, and it's a little parasitic-ish undead kind of thing that can inhabit other, just dead things, and usually they need to switch a host relatively often, but he's been in Crawley for several months at this point, so it's a little bit special. But after this, Ebb kind of wanted to rush off to Ardalvin with this hand because, as it turned out, that's actually his hand that he lost about 50 years ago. And
I didn't lose it. It was
Long
taken
been
from me.
casually carrying it around for the past year or so.
yeah, exactly.
As his
And
best friend.
and yes, it was indeed taken. You didn't lose it. It was chopped off. But yeah, so we go to Ardelvin, and he's basically like, he basically says, okay, but leave the religion at the door, or I'm throwing you out. I don't care in what condition you are. So he managed to, after a lot of work, reattach it, and I don't know what kind of magic he worked into that, but yeah, it managed to reattach, and we'll probably be back to 100% very soon. And that's fantastic. And then we split up, we set off, and on the road out of Blackfall Mountain, because I think that's correct, Emery. We were still in the ruins, right? When we
You barely even left the ruins.
Yeah.
You're still in the middle of the ruins of Shadow Reach.
yeah, as we were walking, we heard some groaning noises, and we're like, huh, okay, it might be someone in trouble, and we're nice people, so we aim to check it out. Vittorio, being a bit cautious, decides to stealth with Delphine and the 3 wolves that are currently with us, because they need to get some exercise outside of the mountain. And we do so. Zarius finds a man, a dwarf, I believe,
Yeah.
is lying on the ground in a pool of blood that's groaning and asking for help. And he basically says that, old Blacktooth is out on the hunt. And Zarius is, he sends him sends a healing word his way and goes over and helps him up. And just as Vittorio and Delphine are about to, I guess, return towards the road, because we noticed that Zarius has taken this man now, and everything seems fine. We hear some movement, and it seems that there's a couple of wolves around that are not ours, and as such, Vittorio tries to intimidate them, which doesn't go that well. I think I rolled like a 6 or something. So it was awful. Anyway, this nice dwarf just says that, oh, hey, that's my cue then, and then he transforms into a hybrid werewolf form. So that's fantastic. That's where we are.
That is indeed.
Or she wish it was a 6. It was way worse.
I can't believe
Huh?
you're just making me sad now.
All is well, my friends.
Is it though?
No. Like, literally, it's the opposite of good.
The opposite of good is bad.
I need to quickly...
Crap, I've been thinking of what to say and I couldn't figure out anything. I'm so upset.
Oh, no!
Wow.
Alright. In that case. Zarius, as you are, you're a little surprised, at the prospect of this man turning into a wolf right before your very eyes. As a dwarf grows hairier and hairier, his face elongates, but his form remains almost stunted. As it is, his skin splits open, falling to the ground in swaths. Like cloth, except it makes like a kind of like a wet sound as it hits the stone.
I remember you saying that it looked like it hurt, right?
I mean,
Not like the transformation. Like, not that it's hurting, but
you have to imagine that instead of it being like he literally grows more furry and his limbs elongate. It is more like it's almost like there is a creature inside of him and it's like pushing outward and just like the whole skin just splits open like a giant sleeping bag and he crawls out like a caterpillar like a caterpillar coming out of the
Oh
chrysalis into a
no!
butterfly, except standing in front of you is a very stout, broad-chested and muscular werewolf with fur in a sort of auburn color. Yes, like Hemlock Grove, Gimo. That's definitely the inspiration for this werewolf transformation.
Very nice.
This is what he looks like.
Holy shit, he's so buff.
Oh my god, he's kind of
Hands just.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh no, guys! Can you furries please
Hardly
stop?
this
What
way.
the hell? What the hell?
Oh,
Oh no, he's hot.
this was session which one again? So that I can put
Thir-
my right memes.
36.
This is session 36 in the overall scheme of things. This is session. I wish I had my notes that they would load the way I want them to. Zarius, instead of fighting this guy, just hooks up with him. This is session
Hey,
91 in the overall campaign.
hey, Amber. Lauren's got a vampire, alright? I want a werewolf.
Zarius does have a thing for dwarves, so you know.
I can date
Really?
this werewolf in a fight, right? In a fight, right?
In a fight. Oh god. I mean, I know that you said it is initiative, but but as he's transforming, Zarius would put swing his scythe and get it close to his face, not attacking, but as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's initiative, so if I remember correctly. If it's not, I'd like to roleplay, but
Go ahead, Zarius.
um as it transforms, Zarius will swing this blade or the scythe, as the tip of it is covered in both acid and it sparks with electricity. As you will see a hint, and no one sees it, but I'm going to describe it anyway because I thought this was really cool. But you'll see a hint of red in his eyes, not actually the color, but if the light was to bounce out of his eyes,
Mm-hmm.
like you would see a hint of red, like pure red scales, as he will put this thing close to the werewolf's face. And seeing as I rolled really well on my wisdom save to not be terrified, Zarius will just lean in closer and say, "Try anything, and I'll make sure your pelt goes to a good person." I am not the prey you desire.
Intimidation?
Yeah, I'd like to use my draconic presence to get advantage on this intimidation.
I believe
Where is
in
it?
you.
Here we go. Advantage. I clicked on it. Oh,
Oh.
yeah! Fuck off, bitch!
Alright.
That's a pretty good roll.
Oh, what did your token? Give me 1 second. I'm just pulling out the map, but one of the tokens broke on it because I was updating some wolf icons before.
Also, I would like to point out that the first note in my session notes is, "Oh no, he's hot," in quotation marks.
Official quote from Zarius. I'll put him on his page.
Of course.
Oh god, that was a quote of Mark, not Zarius. Get your facts straight.
That's fair enough.
Straight, hardly.
Werewolves before transforming, werewolves after transforming. Oh, where's the other one that I'm looking for? Ah, yes, it's Dark Paws and his new icon. He's a little bit smaller than the other peeps. Alright. Close, close, close. I'm just gonna pull out this map for you because it has the juice.
It has the juices.
Oh, hey, I remember this.
Yeah,
It's
this is the
corn.
Batuma's ruins.
I am just gonna turn down my ambience.
Yeah, you can turn down the ambient sound a little bit. It is quite overpowering.
Like, he's not taller than me, is he?
No, he's definitely broader than you, but he's a very stout werewolf.
I mean, then Zorius will definitely also kind of like lean in on the intimidation as he has this fucking blade to the side of this beast's head.
Oh. Alright. He stands there with his haunches slightly, slightly sunken through his haunches. His mane almost, like, all frazzled up and matted with his own fresh blood. His ears twist back slightly as he begin to loom over him, and his maw opens, and he licks away at his own chops. Can you talk? Me double checking. Can you talk?
Good. Cool.
I can
Could you
talk.
No, you can talk. I just need to make sure that he can talk.
I have no clue. I don't.
Somebody just speaks in Scooby-Doo's voice.
Scooby-Doo. Row, Shaggy.
I mean, if we go by both it and character, what we know about Delphine, I don't.
Delphine and he are kind of not the same.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
He doesn't need. All he needs to do is sit like a good fucking puppy.
There's a distinct difference between Delphine's type of werewolf and his type of werewolf. I think there's probably like 6 or 7 different types of werewolf in my world.
Suspicious.
Auspicious meaning. Alright. His teeth, Zarius, are larger than yours. And they are definitely bared. Some of them tipped still with that same gleaming red blood. And there's like a furrow that appears in the nose, one of displeasure or distaste.
Is it animal handling to kind of see these
Sure.
expressions? I mean, I'm not being like, for me, it literally doesn't matter skill wise, but I feel like it's more animal handling to read his face here. I have no clue what it is.
Oh man, this wolf is baring his fucking teeth at you. It's aggressive.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is an aggressive wolf. Very dangerous.
I mean, yeah, that is what I feel like. Zarius will simply say, like, he literally is like scarily calm and collected. It's in his mind. For those of you viewers, you will just hear is like, act like Breckham, act like Breckham. Come on, you can do it, act like him, act like him. But he will literally keeps his figure and pose like back, and he just says it in one smooth go, just back. Still holding the blade out.
His ear twitches. Like one of them like makes a slight twitch in like a sort of northeastern direction. Almost like curling around like a radar in that direction that twitches. And his lips pull back further. And a gruff. Kinda dwarvish, but man, am I bad at dwarvish accents, especially when they're also a werewolf. Voice kind of crawls its way up from deep inside of his barrel chest. There is nothing that you can do to lay harm upon one such as me.
I look upon this thing as like, I fought beasts of realms beyond this one. What does one with fur have against me?
His face, he looks like his face contorts until it looks like his image. It's almost like he actually smiles, which is a very uncanny thing that you yourself also, like it doesn't look right when animals smile.
No.
Think you'll find I have a pelt of iron.
I look upon it. Look upon him.
He's Auburn. This very ginger wolf.
I literally just Zarya seeing based on this check and on his thing, he has no fear and he's almost like leaning in, like clearly showing ready to for a brawl. Is like Skinwalker's skin is nothing compared to what I have fought. Now you have two choices: stay, fight, and die, or run. Not leave, run.
Bristles. Zarius. Nice Vittorio impression. He physically bristles, like all the hairs on his shoulders and his neck and his face almost like fluff up to make him look wider than he already is.
Still, I've been using my draconic essence, but I'm gonna let it exhume here as well. Just lean over. So what's gonna be? Die or run? Die or run?
There's a moment where an emotion flickers across his face. But Zarius, you with your like 8 animal handling, like
I'm got it to speak.
strange wolfman emotions, like something flickers across his face briefly. And he grits his teeth, they gnash against one another.
Iris is not giving an inch. Like,
Neither is he, now that you've told him this. Run from a fight?
not a fight if one hasn't started yet.
I don't think you have what it takes to kill me, he says, cracking, like the bones in his knuckles crack as he flexes the tendons.
I mean, Azarius literally like he makes a show of the blade as well. I feel like he would clearly show this weapon. He's like, I was gonna say the same thing. You don't look like a beast that can stand up against the monsters of the realms beyond. You look like their pup.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh
And
no!
And I will literally just press this blade at this point to the point that he can just feel it, not like in his skin, but that it actually like hovers centimeters next to him. I am the Herald of Chateau, the emissary of the Shepherd of Souls. What are you?
He kind of like, his face kind of leans away from the blade, but his jaw, like he kind of like juts it upwards. I am a rogue and rock stomper. Dwarf. Leader of this pack. And if you don't get out of my way, it won't just be the Vargar's heart that I feast on tonight.
I look at him. I will at this point say it louder, so that I assume this conversation can be heard, but it's like,
Yes, but Vittorio kind of hears like shuffling all around him. We'll go
Mhm.
to it in a moment.
yeah.
But you may speak.
Oh yeah, no, I was just like, Vittorio, Delphine to me. You and your group, call them off, or there will no longer be a group. If you're a leader, your people's safety should matter, and you should know a threat when you see one.
He looks at you like dead in your eyes. Then he looks at your scythe. Its curve. Its material.
Dragon
Dragon bone. And we cut to Vittorio. Delphine is standing next to you, Vittorio, like stiff as a board. Dark Paws is kind of like, as like I got your back, and he's kind of just like pressed into like the back of her legs, like in this like seated position.
Yeah, I mean the last thing Victoria did was he tried to, I guess, intimidate the other pack of wolves that were shuffling around. And as Mark reminded me, that was a 4 on the intimidation check.
Vittorio, the cracking resumes.
The cracking.
Like, yeah, you can literally hear this cracking sound that you heard earlier that betrayed the presence of these creatures in the first place.
Well, when you say cracking, do you mean the cracking sound of all of these nice, lovely wolves transforming into hybrids, or do you mean crack?
More like a stick cracking underneath weight.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Victoria has Clemency out. He's looking at Delphine, and he's like, "All right, we should get towards the road. If this other pack decides to do something, I trust that you and your friends can no, we wouldn't say dissuade. That's too big of a word for him. You and your friends can make sure that they think about what they're doing. I think Zarius might be in some trouble."
LP, like, stops gazing around and she looks at you instead.
Oh.
She nods. Okay.
Like, all right. And he'll like try to indicate to her and the 3 wolves that are with us that yeah, we gotta move forward. And I will, what's it called?
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll actively be looking around as well, because I assume that the noises of, sticks and stones being trampled on continues as we walk.
It does.
Yeah. I'm just keeping an eye out, making sure that they, well,
And you walk. You're gonna hear a low growling that almost goes back and forth
Okay.
in different directions.
As we're walking, I'll just, without really looking at Delphine, as I'm looking around, like, you, know what they're saying?
It's a warning.
Well, I figured as much.
Dolphin gulps. I think we're in trouble.
It does seem like that. Well, let's make sure we, get out of this situation. And if it comes to it, we'll just have to cut them down, sadly.
Ah, you're big. Jesus. I will say that intimidation check was. I feel like I don't know how draconic presence works, but I assume it works a lot like the fear of a dragon, where it just exudes away from him. So it's like an
Pretty
aura.
much. This man is like, leaning away from you.
So I feel like the moment Victoria and Delphine see it, they would also like feel it. Like
Yeah.
Vittorio,
Yeah.
you round the corner, and there stands. Their pads over between the rubble, with nary a sound to betray its passage despite its huge size. A wolf,
Oh.
as large and powerful as a full-grown horse. It sniffs at the air, and its canines, huge as they are bared slightly towards you.
Mm-hmm. Victoria will just give it a, like, yeah, basically scans it, as it were. And just in its direction, probably just goes like,
After a few moments, you realize that the almost like ambient droning sound that you're picking up on is actually almost one long continuous growl that sort of like pours forth from its throat.
let's see.
Delphi walks up to you. He's like, "Oh,
I'll like, jet. Oh, yes.
no, go ahead."
Yeah. Cause is this also somewhere you can walk?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just like basically wave Delphine past in this direction, and I will keep eye contact with this boy.
The moment he tries to put a step forward, the growling increases in pitch. She looks up at you. I should.
Well, we need to go that direction. How about you tell them that they can take a couple of steps back?
He blinks at you. But I don't know them.
Yeah, you don't know them. And it's clear that they want to cause some trouble or harm.
He looked at you. Then at the other wolves behind her, which are all like kind of like piled up together.
Goddamn coward.
So as you hear Zarius speak his sentence out loud,
Mm-hmm.
Delphine begins to try and convey simple messages
Yeah.
to this werewolf or to this dire wolf. Zarius,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was my
there's
voice.
there's a hesitation. He hasn't like attacked you yet, but he's also not like left.
Mm-hmm.
What new? What do you do?
If there's hesitation, Zarius will kind of like look at it and see that they can move, and then just look at him. Like I see Vittorio and Delphine not being able to, pass. Just like time to make a decision. Then will both of us leave with our hides? And look at him.
What his tail sort of like swishes left and right. Contemplation. It's a
Menacing.
humming sound. You could literally see the skin of his throat almost. Like vibrating as he makes it.
Zarius just stands and waits, ready to strike. And he's definitely. I feel like there's something still hidden. They wouldn't fully reveal themselves. So he's still a little bit on edge. Like
Yeah.
he just stares this thing down, waiting for an answer.
He makes another sound. Something between a growl and a howl. And they're shuffling in the ruins beyond.
Hearing the sound, slowly grab the shield as well.
With the wolf in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of is like he's been staring Delphine down, but the ears twitch in the direction of the werewolf.
I see.
Takes a step back.
Can I like a animal handling check or something to figure out if that was because Rogan said so, or because Delphine I don't know got through to him.
How would you make a distinction between these two, the animal handling?
I mean, can make an insight check, I guess, but I just thought animal handling was more suited.
No, I was asking how you're hoping to make a
Oh,
distinction between the two with this check.
I mean, with the knowledge I have, of wolves,
Sure.
and yeah, was this yeah, because either it was okay, well, pack leader gave me new orders, or it was okay, this one is making some sense.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Very well. Wow, that almost landed on a 19. I'm very, very sad.
Very sad indeed.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, you're not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. If that's the case, then I will. Actually, no. I keep looking at it, and I'm like, all right, all right, kid. Try and move past over here now. Then.
Well. Wolf number 1.
Good.
Like, I heard the other two are kind of like,
Yeah, I will move up. I'll keep looking at the dire wolf as we proceed forward, and also tell Delphine, like, all right, that was good. Let's keep going. Let's get this areas.
Darius.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Rogan's ears peel back once more. And then kind of like both rotate forward, giving you his full attention as he smiles in that same uncanny, wolfish grin. You're lucky that today is not our day.
There's Quinn.
But sooner or later, that Varga is going to be alone.
I look at him. It's like, literally look straight at him and just says like, is that a threat?
The wolfish grin does not leave his face. Careful out there. And he backs away.
Okay. I will wait for Vittorio and Delphine. Like, literally, I will still hold this weapon ready. Like, which way is out? Like, to the...
To the south.
Mhm.
He slinks away.
I look at this wolf with the same intimidating aura. Like,
The other wolf, as well as the sounds around you, slowly begin to, like, die down.
Like, as soon as we get here, it's like, all right. Oh, I see you. You're in one piece. There is.
mm-hmm. Darius nods. Like, very, like, it look, like, calm. Like, he nods. Very slowly. Let's go.
All right. You, I wanna... Well, I suppose you can fill us in on the way.
Yeah,
It
let's
wasn't...
do that.
Yeah, he's like... I assume it wasn't just, dire wolves.
I don't know if we're gonna leave, but as we leave, like after like an hour, you still start to see his hands like tremble very heavily. It's like, ah! Okay, that was. oh, it was a werewolf, a skinwalker, and he was like right in my face, and he was buff as fuck. Jeez. Oh, what the fuck?
I like that takes out his water skin, hands it to you. Like, all right, a werewolf.
Yeah,
I suppose that explains a thing or two.
you know the dwarf. Yeah, that was the dwarf.
Yeah.
He said something about. He said something about one day I'll get that Vargir's heart and eat it.
Victoria's expression goes from like kind of neutralish to just very, yeah, very big scowl on his face, and he's like, he said, "What?"
Made a threat to the fiend, but I I wasn't. I didn't think we could take the two of them alone. I was bluffing. I was bluffing.
I suppose it's a good thing I didn't overhear that then.
Yeah, I thought that so. Yeah.
If we run into him again, well,
Dario, it was him and who knows how many wolves out there. We would not have survived if we fought them, two of us. I know I know that you're strong, and I know I'm pretty capable as well as a warrior, but I don't think that we would have won that fight.
Most of them are gone, says Delphine.
most of them. How many are left?
Delphine turned to. She turns to the dark wolf that has been kind of like rotating his ears around, sniffing the air. They exchange a look and a couple of like low sounds. We think like one remains, but I don't know why they're not leaving.
Are they following?
I don't know.
I look.
All right.
I look. Do you want me to do something real quick again? Try. I can recollect myself for a little bit. Pretty sure.
What? He's like, what do you have in mind?
Tell them to leave.
Oh. Well, suppose if they're following us, then they're gonna give up at some point.
Like you haven't left this place yet.
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah.
if it's doing that, like Sarah's like, give me a moment. I will cast Speak with Animals just in case.
Uh-huh.
And then he will literally like relatively shout. It's like, I'd recommend that if you want to keep your hide, you stop following.
All the wolves turn to you, sorry. It's like all of them just like the ears go up like what? What?
God damn.
You're not the only one with a keen sense of smell.
Quiet.
I'm gonna look at Delphine as like, tell them when you no longer smell it, okay?
All I smell is blood. There's like so much.
We need to do something about it when we get back. But
Mhm.
there's two of us, plus you and the wolves. I don't think we can win. It's like Zaris will then say, "Is like
Oh,
yell again." And if you ever try and attempt on her life again, death will not be the final end for you. And then, sorry, it's just gonna like slowly like
Shuffling
nudge.
in the distance.
Yeah. Jory looks a bit surprised. Briefly.
Victoria, you can definitely hear the shuffling.
Oh no, I looked at what Sarius said. Which direction is the shuffling from?
From your west.
From my west.
Between the ruins.
Oh, so somewhere here?
A little bit further.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's like, let's look if they took off or not, and then let's leave.
Zaris like nods. Then I look at the wolves. It's like they're close together, right? One pack.
Like the two of them who are like already like up with the other ones are like, all right. The third one looks like the one that Halbjorn called Nova, Red Eyes of the Loud Water. Literally like seems you see a look like of contemplation go over their face if they should purposely defy you for saying this.
I just look at them, just like not the time. Right?
They turn away from you.
Come on.
But stay in line.
I would like to make, I guess, yeah, as I round the corner, I would like to make a perception check.
Very well.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a wall there. Oh, there's
I mean, yeah, they're like wolves are a thing.
there. All right.
Bop.
Man, I'm really not.
I mean, if it's on smell, you'd have advantage, right? No.
Sadly, that doesn't work like that. Amber didn't.
It's only smell.
Didn't want to give me that. It's very sad.
Wow. I'm so unkind. I'm literally the worst person
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
That
wow.
ever was or will be.
Yeah, worst DM ever.
At least you have some self-knowledge. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Kidding.
Vittorio, there's some
Uh-huh.
like bristly fur sticking out from behind the wool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely see them, hear
Yeah.
them.
I just look at that direction. It's like, well, apparently this one isn't very good at hiding.
Shuffle, shuffle. Oh.
I'm not being come close.
That one at least looks, nice. As opposed to the big dire wolf, but hey.
Tell Vittorio, like this is like a lump of
Yeah.
fur under a wool that's like behind a wool that's way too low.
Like, well, there is either you or Delphine, I guess, can try and tell it that it is terrible at hiding, and, yeah.
Go back to Delphine. Talk. Can like actually communicate with it.
I go over, what?
Zaris moves up and then just says, "Are you with that pack?"
You hear? Lars, after a few moments, there's like, wait, can I can I show this? Can you see me on this wall? No, right?
I can see this guy.
You can see like a little bit. You see like just like a tiny fraction of like eyes peering over the wall. They see you. They see that you see them. The eyes go back behind the wall again.
Zara's then just says, I know you can hear what I'm saying. Are you with that pack? Yes or no? You're no longer hidden.
Ears go flat. Don't hurt, please.
Come on out. Zara puts away the scythe.
Mm.
He must have stayed behind for a reason.
Ears, the like eyes peer over the wall again.
Zara holds up his hand. He still has his shield, but he doesn't have the scythe.
Will not fight, please don't hurt.
Will not fight. Come on out. We talk.
Flip.
Oh no!
Laugh from behind the wall,
Mhm.
limping on like, like one leg like up in the air.
Where's Valerianus? He should be here somewhere as well.
Where's Valerianus when I need him?
Oh, I'm gonna just pull him out. It's like, you're hurt. Why are you hurt?
Their head kind of like pulls closer to their chest. They look around.
The other wolves?
Already fight today.
You fight the other wolves.
No.
What did you fight?
2 legs.
2 legs,
No fur.
no fur. You want something done about your leg?
Don't hurt.
Will not hurt. Do you have pack?
Ears kind of like go down and back. Cannot keep up.
They leave you. Cyrus will approach one step, like very carefully. Just
Their eyes like gaze off into the distance.
were you with the pack that I was talking to moments ago?
Heck. Yes.
Do you know what the goal of your pack was?
Get food. Get things.
Approach.
Not food things. Other things.
Look at the wolf.
Furless. 2 people. 2 2 leg things.
Approach. Point at the leg.
I will try and gesture Delphine and the little pack to, I guess, come closer.
Delphine had already moved along a little bit, but she will shuffle up.
Yeah.
The homies
Oh,
move it in.
You will not survive on your own. Approach.
Persuasion, Zarius.
You no longer have advantage.
Well,
Oh.
sadly, I can't assist you because I don't have persuasion.
I will use a inspiration to get an advantage.
Mm-hmm. This is the most contemplative you've ever seen a wolf look. But they eventually, like, hobble their way over in your direction.
I think. Hey, Valorant, you got a friend. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Darius will approach the wolf slowly,
The ears tilt back.
and then he will lower himself. I will take a look. Yes.
Look.
We can get this healed up for you. So you
Or I
can
can see them
run
kind of
again.
like nervously hobbling around, like it's their back leg that's injured. They kind of like nervously like hobble when they see you approaching from a different direction as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At this point, we'll have sheathed clemency. I'm probably rummaging around for some cloth.
Get you help. Yes.
Help.
Help. And food. Old pack abandoned. Your old pack abandoned. This pack will move.
They gaze off into the distance again.
Look at Delphine.
They come back.
Your old pack? I don't think your old pack will come back.
They sit down.
Look at
Delphine
Delphine.
will finish communicating with the others, and like she will join you by herself to help.
I can't actually do medicine, so I hope Delphine knows how to do medicine.
Delphine knows how to do medicine.
It's like, you bind your wound. You will travel with us. Food you will have. Once you get better, you can join the pack or go on your own way. Yes?
Yes. Alright. After a bit of communication, Delphine's gonna do her best.
I believe in you,
I will-
Delphine!
Yeah.
I'm a doctor at the medicinal college.
Exactly.
Delphine, MD.
Yeah. I non-mechanically help and like hand Delphine some makeshift bandages made from some cloth.
Delphine fashioned sort of like a makeshift splint. With what materials she has. Why does she have a shovel?
Uh,
Victoria's
Oh, you just
Well-
let it carry a shovel for you.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure I have that back since ages ago. So,
It's still in her sheet.
oh, is it equipped?
It doesn't matter if it's in her sheet. It
Oh
counts
yeah,
now.
because of the weight. Yeah, I'll just delete it for now.
Alright. This leg is as splintered as it can be, you know, like it's
Wow, are you not gonna roll Maxwell's for this leg? No, I'm just kidding.
what do you mean kind of leg laceration?
Okay.
Potentially a break. But hey,
Very well.
it's as close as it's going to be.
Yeah.
What do you do from here?
Well, I guess. I don't know. Give our new in quotation marks friend a ration and make sure that we can set on out. I will obviously ask. Well, it's. I guess I'll ask Zarius. He's like, maybe maybe you should ask what their name is as well. Might be a good idea.
What's your name?
Summer coat dances in winter fields.
Cyrus closes his eyes for a moment. He says,
Hmm.
Summer coat dancing in winter fields? Did I say that right?
It was on the token that I've sent in Stargazers.
Summer coat dances in the winter fields. Yeah.
Right, we'll communicate that. If that's its name.
Right.
It's a girl.
So that's her name.
Always good to know the names. And he kind of looks over at Delphine and back towards the other wolfies. Like, well, I guess you'll hopefully make a new friend.
We are quite the ragtag bunch, says Delphine.
I thought that before we got. Yeah.
Yeah, always been that, I suppose.
You say it like it's a bad thing, Vittorio.
Not
Not
really.
bad, but strange. Normally, a pack is all just family.
Well, sometimes you don't have your family left, or you have to leave them, and then
A
when you
lone wolf dies.
which really like this semi nods, I guess. He's like, "Uh, sometimes, yeah."
But the pack survives.
Mm. Well, let's get back on the road. Make sure we can get outside.
Alright. Very well. Oops.
Yeah. Vittorio. I do need to talk to you a little bit.
All right.
Preferably a little bit away from the others.
Raises an eyebrow. Mm. All right. Sure.
I talked to you about before about letting Delphine strike on her own. Somewhat.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you remember that.
Yeah, I completely rescind that comment.
Oh no. I rescind any and all comments I've made about the matter.
Like,
They said, they said that they'll get the Viserys heart.
the Varger's heart.
The
Mm-hmm.
Varger's heart. Yeah, they said one day that Varger will be alone. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, yeah. So let's not leave her alone. You know.
Yeah, that wasn't my intention all this time. Glad to see you change your mind, I suppose.
No. Yes, but also you don't have to say it that way. And I just want her to live a normal life, or as normal as she could.
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe one day. She still has plenty of years left.
And I want you to know that I didn't let them go just to let him go. When he said that, I really wanted to fucking kill him.
As I said,
Attack.
he like puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, as I said, I'm glad I didn't hear it because that would probably have ended in us lying in a pool of blood right about now.
Yeah. Let's just get to Grafendam.
Mhm.
Delphine,
Uh-huh.
we love you. So he just kind of grins as he does that.
Peter's like sharing some communications with the wolves. Is like, oh, I love you too.
Oh, bliss.
So adorable.
So right, they've called you Summer.
The wolflings.
Oh, Summercoat. Summercoat.
Summercoat.
We're going to
Yes,
Grafendam. Yeah,
What is?
it's a city. It's outside in the open, where the sky is blue instead of black.
I have been outside.
Feel free to join us. It's going to be quite a trek. We'll make sure you can keep up. All right.
Very well. Okay.
Let's go, Vittorio. And Delphine and Valerianus and Summercoat.
All the
and
homies.
Red Eyes, Moonlight.
Oh boy.
I forgot Delphine's wolf's name.
Wow.
I think it's oh wait, no, it's Silver Nose, Red Eyes, Dark Paws, right? It was Dark Paws is the Delphine's wolf.
Dark pools under a moonlit sky.
So we have Summercoat, Silver Nose, Red Eyes, Dark Paws, and Delphine, and us too. Oh
Yeah.
god. And
All the
Valerianus.
homies. All the homies going on a trip together.
Yeah. Amber Owl also, I guess, I don't know, whistle to get my good boy Pierre to return from whatever circling he has been doing.
Very well.
Because we're going outside, so it'll be nice for him as well. But yes, let us continue with our trek. And
Grafendam.
yeah, to the forest outside of Grafendam, and then to Grafendam. Amber looks at her notes like, yeah, well, this was the first encounter. What about second encounter?
We're gonna go to the other people. But first I need to make some more tea, so we're gonna have like a little break, okay?
That sounds like
then
a
I
good
wanna
idea.
go to Tokas and
Yep.
Eb.
I mean, yeah.
With people?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Very understandable.
Wow. I suppose that we will entertain the masses in the meantime.
Yes, and that is you, the masses.
Oh, are you calling me fat, Lupus?
What? No, I didn't mean you. I meant our audience.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I was breaking the fourth wall.
Wow, that's honestly illegal.
Legalities are more of guidelines anyway.
Just a
Okay,
little
I'm
bit.
so happy that worked. I am so happy that worked.
Yes.
You can break any law as long as you're prepared to face the consequences.
Wow.
If we had to fight, I would not.
I mean, yes. If it was only Mr. Rogan and a single dire wolf, that would have been kind of okay. But presumably he had a bunch of other dire wolves around.
Mhm.
Which,
Yeah,
that's not great.
Hey,
yeah.
complicated.
I was not going to let us fight a fucking 4v or like a. Well, we were at 7, I think, but I was not going to fight that. Either way.
Yeah.
If Zarius were a wolf, his hackles would have been raised.
Mm.
Angry.
But yeah, I mean, if the roles were reversed and Victoria was the one that was talking to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat the Vargar's heart," then I would have immediately fucking lunged at him. But
Not if I eat yours first.
well, no, more of a not if I sever your head from your body.
With your back, but yeah, sure.
Ah,
I was like, really, when he threatened her again, I was like, I really want to go in for the attack, but I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. We will lose. Maybe if I'll kill them, I'll just make a show of fucking force by immediately decompensating his body and be like, "Want to go, boys?" But
uh,
but yeah, no, I'm glad this is yeah. Good to be back.
Gabe, are you here? Can you talk?
I don't know, can he?
It appears not.
Very sad. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. He's having
We can improvise elevator music, Ferris.
elevator music. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Your call is on hold. Okay, that's too silly.
Yes, this is obviously it's not the Dreamlander session, so we can't be too silly.
Truly. But once a clown, always a clown.
I mean, that is actually true. I agree.
It's like selling your soul. It's kind of permanent most of the time.
But hey, if you're extra silly, you can probably get your soul back.
As a treat.
That is true.
Welcome back, Gabe. And you have my capabilities.
Hello, hello.
You do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Also, Gabe, I do not want to, as you put it, gatekeep her wolves. I want her
Sounds like it.
I want her wolves to not be, stuck in a mountain where they can't,
It wasn't about the wolves.
even hunt, because there's not really things for them to hunt here, and then they need to be fed every single day, which costs a lot of money, and
Yeah, that's
and
it.
and to top it all off, 2 of these wolves aren't even, quote unquote hers. they are left from Halbjörn.
Yeah, I think that's like everything around it is just fluff. We all know the reason why it was not about the wolves, Victoria. We
Wow.
both know that.
Of course,
We
100%.
both know that it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm a Ebenezer Scrooge.
It won't.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're rich?
Not for long.
Okay, so Scrooge, but without the money. Is that better?
God damn. Yes, it's Ebenezer Scrooge after he realizes that you need to be good on Christmas, so he just gives all his money away.
Man bought a whole ass turkey. You know how expensive it was at that time?
Yeah.
Returned.
Welcome back.
It cost at least one money.
Multiple monies, my friend.
Mhm.
Multiple.
Yeah. I mean, I assumed as much, but I didn't want to be presumptuous.
Should I remove people's stuff? Actually, no, I don't have anyone's stuff on this thing. Never mind.
Oh, on the RAM? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Everything is mine. I also have electric webbings.
Yes, that is true. I
I
don't remember.
what they did.
Well, you could turn them into
An ointment of lightning damage or a potion of lightning resistance, but I don't remember the retail price.
Oh, the retail. I don't remember if we ever figure that out. Let's see.
So let's look at it. One day.
webbing.
Breastplate was sold.
Yep.
Right, yeah, that was sold.
Primordial lightning.
Delete.
Yeah, even with the high Arkhona checks and stuff, we didn't figure out a rough estimate for the like how much it was worth. This webbing. Actually, no. I think one webbing is enough to make fine clothing or silk rope. So I guess you can base that off that.
Silk rope is like 10 GP, right?
Yeah, it's not a lot of money. But then if you then instead use it as an alchemist, you could, as you said, make a potion of lightning resistance or a blade oil that lets metal weapons deal 1d6 lightning damage for 1 hour. And I mean,
this is the secret money glitch that the government doesn't want you to know.
Yeah,
just turn them into potions and sell them for a higher price.
Become an alchemist. It's easy.
Yes, you see, the glitch that the government doesn't want you to know is you take resources, you turn them into goods, and then you sell them for profit. The government doesn't want you to know this, guys. So don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Because usually it's the government that pays you to do that. But they don't tell you. You can do it on your own, illegally. It's not being illegal if you don't get caught.
This is why you sell daggers. They only need to make them for a day. Have 5 gold worth of stuff. Sell them for 10 gold, and bam.
What
Ford
person
barracks.
on the planet would think that the dagger market is so big that you can make a living of selling daggers?
Have you seen Thieves Guilds?
Do you think these guilds come to you every day asking you?
Well, bro,
Daggers, they will.
If you're making any weapon, the dagger is the one you would want to be selling.
Usually, you should make all kinds of weapons as a smith, so that you can make any weapon that the person needs, not just daggers.
Well, you say that, but if you sell daggers, like everyone's gonna buy them.
Why? I have never seen a dagger merchant, and I never went to look for it. If I
Have,
want a
ha-
dagger,
have you
I
ever
go to a
thought about?
smith.
Because you're
Have
an
you ever thought
adventurer.
about how every character starts with 2 daggers or 1 dagger?
No, because you're an
They
adventurer.
bought them.
But the common folk, the quickest thing they would be buying is a dagger.
Yeah, fair
Why
enough.
would they buy it from a dagger shop and not a smithy?
Well, if you're gonna buy a specialized piece of equipment, might as well go to the place where they specialize in that.
No, you might not, because if they mass produce them, it must mean that the quality is inferior.
Well, no, I mean,
they you hand make all of them.
yeah.
What is the point?
Point is, you
Because
focus
you
on
can make a
daggers.
single dagger in a day.
But who the fuck is going to go to the dagger shop instead of going to a normal smithy when
Rogues.
we could buy daggers?
No.
Now,
People that just want like cool knives.
now my
You can
question.
get cool knives at a smithy, and they're not like pre-made. You can just have them made by the smith.
Now my question is, Mark, are you thinking about it from a mechanical standpoint or just in general?
From a logical
Invisible
one.
hand of the
Okay.
market is also
Like-
mechanical.
Like, even if you're a weaponsmith, right?
Uh-huh.
Which is a specialized blacksmith in weapons.
Uh-huh.
The one item you'd be selling the most is daggers.
Yeah.
This man is in love with daggers.
Who? Who are
Yeah.
you gonna sell these daggers to?
That's what I've been saying.
Thieves.
They are
common-
conjuring random
common-
thieves
no, no.
guilds.
There's
To
no
common folk-
way!
No, to common folk that want to become criminals. Like, the only thing they can afford is
Why
a
do you
dagger.
think
Or
with
adventure.
such a high criminality
that?
rate of newly fresh baked criminal thugs?
Because you know how shitty life is for a lot of people?
yeah,
It
usually
breeds
people kill
crime.
themselves. They don't go to crime. It's harder than leaving bad. Who would buy a
you make
dagger?
daggers because everyone has proficiency
Homie,
in daggers.
a common person, like, makes so little money. There's no way. Like, their average salary is like, what, 2 copper pieces a day?
I'm always surprised.
They would have to invest 100 work days, paying no money for food or lodging or anything else. They would have to sink 200 days of salary into buying a fucking dagger.
I'm always
Worth
surprised
it.
that like people
Money is so
What
live
need for
expensive.
damage? It
life
might
in
not even
D&D,
kill a
but they
peasant.
earn like 2 copper pieces a day. I'm like, I am earning fat stacks of platinum and I can barely make it at the end of the month. How are
Mhm.
you, farmer of
Well-
like fucking corn?
Well,
They're
Gabe,
not like-
you
A
see,
3-story house, all of your
You-
own.
you see, they don't really need to regain all of their hit dice, so they can live in squalid,
Not only can they live in
squalid
squalid
lifestyle.
conditions, but many
Squalid
people.
means that fucking 3-story farmhouse cannot exist. How did you get it? Who did
3-story
you kill?
farmhouse often doesn't belong to them.
Exactly.
It belongs to landowners. They are literally paying a part of their salary, or they are dedicating all of their work to being able to live in that farmhouse and bring food on the fucking table.
Yep.
Even
Yeah,
nowadays,
why-
people still. There's a lot of farmers out there who don't own their own house.
Yeah.
How do we never meet the ragtag farmers? How do we always end up in places with like everyone is living swell, and then it's like, man, I have to sleep on the road tonight.
You'll never visit those people. Like
That's
there's
unbelievable,
there's
man.
an
Because you're a
entire
bigot,
slum
Gabe.
town
That's
in
why.
Astoria.
Apartment, like a suit with the jacuzzi in it,
There's
and they like work as
Talking
masons.
about.
there's a slum.
There's multiple slums in Nova Astoria. You guys
Yeah.
never went to
Unbelievable.
visit
These
them.
And there's
people are
also
earning
a
nothing
we visit them once, right, to give them food.
and have
Yeah,
the best
so,
life
like you
ever.
literally went to go there to be like, hey, look, we are rich adventurers. Take some fucking charity, you impoverished
Yeah.
pieces
People
of
at
shit.
home, this is what charity means. You're making fun of the poor. Don't do it.
I
Charity
crashed
is
the entire economy of Astoria by buying 20
bad.
gold pieces worth of
That was
chicken.
Wyatt's fault. He didn't understand that you cannot simply buy like massive amounts of chicken just because you have the money for it.
Imagine this
Please.
guy coming up to you and giving you like fat stacks of money for your chickens, right?
Like, seriously, like imagine a candy shop that sells candies for 10 cents. Who in their right mind will sell you like 500 tons of candies just because you got your paycheck and you want to go distribute them to the poor kids? Are you fucking stupid? Who would ever do that? There's no merchant that
Lawrence
was gonna
would
be
do
like,
that.
okay, no, who would buy them? Who would sell them? It goes against every kind of ethic, like work ethic. Why would you just sell all your candies to this random stranger?
For money, Gabe. For
You make
money.
money nonetheless. You're not supposed to sell all
But I
of
can
your
make
wares
money
on
now.
once to a random customer.
Gabe, we just said that you otherwise earn 2 copper a day. You get fat stacks. I do it.
Mm-hmm.
It is just
Money now. You can get new food.
unreasonable.
Hell, maybe you can even take a few days off.
Try to go buy all the lollipops at a supermarket. See what the fucking cashier tells you.
They will give
Yeah.
you all the lollipops.
Yeah.
Gabe.
Literally.
They will give you all those lollipops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
No, Gabe, let
That's
me
a
ask
choice that you
It-
make.
Gabe, let me actually tell you a story of me in real life. I was sitting at the
I hardly believe
Albertine,
it.
our homies at the Albertine, and then this dude came to me with nothing in his hand, and he told me, "Cashier, I bought 306 packs of alcohol," and I was like, "Excuse the fuck, what? 600 packs of alcohol?" So I call my supervisor, and he's like, "Yeah, he bought 300 packs of alcohol." Or 306 packs. So then I sold him 306 packs of alcohol. And that
So
was
you're
it.
saying that you're responsible
was
for
it.
this man's alcoholism. Congratulations,
No.
Mark. You
No.
are a monster. You're an absolute you're a villain. You're like a real life villain. You're like a mega mind, but if you didn't ever turn good,
Dave is
Gabe,
just
I
doing a
want you to know there's
massive
actually
mistake,
alcoholism in
man,
the family. I will
right
take
now.
mad offense.
Oh,
I think you should take mad offense even if it wasn't in the family, but I'm glad that you do.
wow. But
Alright.
as you can hear, viewers, we yeah, don't crash the economy. That's I think that's the
Or
take
do.
the thing to
We
take
saw
away from this.
how cool it was when GameStop shares went
Yeah?
up like skyscrapers.
Don't crash the economy unless you do it in style.
Yeah. Unless you fuck over New York, then that's alright.
New York. Right.
But is it right though?
One second, I'm just writing a note.
Mm-hmm. Gabe doesn't buy more than one thing at a store out of more principle.
More than one thing, I can understand it. A unusual amount, I think. If I was a cashier, I would just say no. You're coming to me with like 500 kilos of cigarettes.
Not up to
you're
you. It's not up to you to
definitely a
say
fucking
that.
smuggler. You're not gonna get that.
They're gonna say, "Let me talk to your manager." Like you're not in charge of the
I'm
store.
not gonna say okay. I'm gonna turn around, put a badge on, and say okay. Hello, how can I help you?
My manager, get out.
And
Jesus
if I'm not
Christ.
the manager, I'll say I'll do it. Get fired the day after, but it's fine.
Fired just because I don't want to sell someone all of this fucking stuff.
Fuck no, that's sussy as fuck.
No, what do you mean it's not the fuck?
It's sassy as hell.
It is,
I'm
if
never gonna do it.
someone pays
Reject
for
the
it.
I
customer.
don't care about it. Like
Literally,
people can pay for slaves, but it's not a good thing nonetheless.
Gabe, did you just compare slavery to buying a lot of? I would really not say that, but
Gabe just compared slavery to buying a lot of lollipops.
okay,
Damn, Gabe.
Gabe, that's kind of wrong.
I
Well, for
think
the
that's a
time, it was
great
pretty much the same
introduction
thing.
to
No,
slide into the next scene.
This is what happens when
I-
you're playing a character with 6 wisdom
No.
eyes.
I need to tell Gabe
You
one
have
thing.
six
Gabe, you do know that people that normally do that just go straight to the manufacturer, right? They're already being nice by giving you a percentage of that purchase.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if you don't go to like a retailer or a manufacturer, but you go to the fucking shopping mall and ask for the entire stock of a product, that makes no sense.
They will
Because
give
normal
you it.
people would just buy like shipments of one thing from retailers.
I mean,
Gabe, you're alone here. I think we need to move on with the session.
yeah.
Yes.
Fair
We-
enough.
We're
Fair enough.
moving on.
So anyway, in
You are
this
fired, by the way.
session, we're going to the store to buy a lot of
You
things.
can't. I'm the manager.
So anyway, there you are, Thon. Why do you look like that? That's not your picture. Did I accidentally replace your picture with another one? Oh no, this is just your second
Yes.
picture. So we have some homies
At
who are
home.
wishing to visit the Temple of the Forgotten God.
Oh, we're going there.
Yeah, that's what you said that you wanted to do, so that's what I prepared.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what was last time, Gabe. That's what was said last time.
Okay.
All right.
Where do I drop my token?
My boy Amon. Gonna get an A.
Hey, man.
No, this is not the music that I want. Give me a moment. I'm looking for another one that I really liked, but I don't remember what it is called. Tabletop RPG music, help me.
Tabletop RPG music be like,
There we go.
no, I don't think I would.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Alright. So the journey. To the Temple of the Forgotten Gods is relatively short. It is a small, like a short offshoot away from the main ring of tunnels that kind of ends, it begins at Deep Delvers and it also ends at Deep Delvers again. It's a bit of a trek past some underground watery slopes until you eventually find yourselves upon the beach of dead gods. Um, put you here. Put you here. With you are Tara and also Sakar.
Wait, Sakara's here?
Yes. Why is this? Why are people constantly like being confused about things? Like I literally talked about this last
confused.
session.
I'm not confused. I'm not confused. I'm not confused.
Okay.
I'm jealous. I want to see Sakar again. He's a good boy. I'm a good, great dude.
All right. But yes, you are standing on a beach of pink sand as far as the eye stretches, and dozens of shattered statues are spread around, stony eyes gazing off into infinity. Which location did you want to visit first?
Looks down at the small halfling. Gnome. God damn it.
Is that racism right here?
Gabe?
Gabe went and muted himself.
Gabe's gone.
Gabe just went to the store to see if they'll sell him like all of this candies.
Yeah, he's literally like running up to he's literally running to his closest store and says, "Give me 300 of your candies."
Emo, do you mind?
I stole my own candies.
Ah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you again. BS Loop, what did you say?
Well, Amber asked where would like to visit first, and I've never been here.
That's a good question. Twister's Web. All right. Do you wish to go straight to Aemon? Do you want to take a look around?
I suppose, is there any place you'd want me to see before?
There's
visiting?
Yarya's grave. That sounds important to you and many other people, probably.
It does sound very important.
I'm sure since you have such a strong family bond, you could recognize it.
I'll certainly figure something out, I'm sure. Whether it is real or fake or... Well, I suppose we'll see once we get there. You lead the way.
Perfect. I'll lead him to the grave with 3 coffins.
Also, Amber, I have no idea what voice the car has, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The car had a calm and heavy, like he's a big goat man that was kind of like relaxed.
Yeah.
Why do I remember Sakar?
Good.
I've like spoken to him like 2 seconds, but I love him. To join my group. I mean, Amon's group.
Well, do you remember the way?
It's on the map. That's why I said I'm taking you there. Oh, actually, I think I see it. Never mind. Fog of War is still there. Let's go.
Fog of War.
There's some weird lines on the water, man.
But yes, Sakar is indeed also here, and he is following along.
I don't know who this man is. He was following us from the Enclave. It's a bit creepy, but just keep walking, ignore him. Maybe he'll disappear.
Would you mind describing the car?
Oh, yeah, sure. I will describe this NPC I am in control of.
Mhm.
It's a very tall. Well, I mean, most Ulkani are tall, I suppose. And Zarius is the one that's been interacting most with him because he kind of roped him into.
Whoa, that makes it sound like I pulled him into a cult. Which is true, but you
Which-
know, don't
exactly.
say
You
that.
Which
too
is
much
true.
Zarius
calls my
would
brother
never have
Christ.
interactions with cults.
Yeah. No. Sakar found the teachings of Amon very interesting. And he himself, he believes in the Daughter of Stars. Because the Daughter of Stars is the creator of the Ulkani.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's been quote unquote vibing to what Amon has to teach.
He's
And
teaching it to his clan.
been absorbing that, and yeah, as Mark said, teaching it to his own clan. And yeah, he's a very big goat man with very large horns. And how tall is he, Amber?
That
Or
was like
Mark?
7 foot.
2
He was-
feet.
no, he was 7 foot. He was taller than Zari is. Like,
They are not only 7 feet tall.
Like very tall.
he was tall. I was at least 7 feet tall. I don't know how precisely tall, but I know he was at least 7 feet.
Yeah, he's like 8 or 9 feet tall.
Oh,
Jesus
taller than
Christ.
Ed.
Yeah,
They can
he is-
be 12 feet tall.
That
So
is...
He is humongous.
Oh.
I remember that much.
I mean, yeah, they are large sized creatures.
Among Us.
Let's see. Did you have? I'm trying to see if I have an image for him, but I don't think I do.
That's
Do you
fine.
have an image?
All right.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why this man is with us. But glad that we're not alone in this cave of deaths and traps and stuff. When we get to this point, Tuckus will point at the 2 statues, and I believe the riddle on the door that I'm not sure is either closed or open. It's in a state of what I am not sure, but it will point at the statues and say, "Do you recognize any of those?"
And we'll take a look.
It's in a book.
In a book, but it's also in a handout. I'll post the image again.
And sculpted in stone.
It's this image.
Yes.
Oh, it looks so pretty still.
Does look so pretty.
Pretty.
Hey, Ab, how about you open another coffin?
Ha ha ha.
You could try. You know,
Oh,
you ain't got nothing to lose.
Except, your life.
Well, I can also lose yours if I do it well enough.
Yeah, that's true. You could use everyone else's life if you summon a mummy lord. Anyways, yep.
Mommy?
Not that kind of mummy lord.
Yes.
Argument.
Now here's the question. Does either of the statues ring true in Ebb's noggin? May I do some sort of check? History? Do I need to?
for the right one, you're not even gonna roll. You don't.
Mhm.
Actually, sure.
History.
Go ahead. There's always a chance. Oh.
There's always a
Oh.
non-zero chance. I mean, what?
Yeah. Something
I-
about the silhouette of the right one. With the horns. There's something about it. The left one doesn't look like your ruler.
Maybe because her flesh is gone 10,000 years ago.
Ebb sort of tilts his head left, tilts it to the right. Looks one, looks the other. I suppose the one on the... I mean, the horns, the outline, maybe? I don't really know. No.
If I recall, the left one was Yarya and the right one was I, right?
No.
Who were they then?
The black says, our Lord and Lady Matar and Yarya Shonen, ruled with ice and fire.
Oh, okay, there you go. So left one is Yarya and the right one is Storm.
Yes. It also implies that she is blind.
That yeah, that's pretty fair. There's a pointer right. That is the deity Storm, or Matar, or child of Yarya. While the left one is, I suppose, a humanly representation of your queen, I believe, before she passed.
Nine. I suppose they're both elven, but
What the
I mean,
fuck?
if Ebbs squints,
Why is Vittorio here? Go away.
So
Yes, I will fix it. Don't worry.
Well, if this were to be a representation of Yarya, of Lady Yarya, before she died,
Yes.
it would not be. It does not conclude that it is what she would choose to look like after she had ascended. The Fana, she can forge a body of sort. So her appearance would not have to have a direct link, but this, and he gestures to the left statue. That doesn't really ring a bell. Is there any sort of symbolism that Eb could take a look at?
As per the image, there is only the symbolism that has been carved into the door.
Hmm.
A cup of storm in the eye of Zonim, or Mother Night, also known as Lady Arya. Well, I imagine that your queen is able to form her flesh on her desires. I also imagine it wouldn't be weird for you to not know how she looked, since you only lived but 300 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe inside you'll find something else. It starts moving inside.
Perhaps. And Eb is just holding himself a bit held back. God damn, this token is big.
Yeah, man, it's large. Why does my token flip all the time?
As you walk left and right.
The
Mhm.
door is locked. Actually, there is a wall.
Yes. There is indeed a wall.
There was a riddle right somewhere.
Yeah, there was.
Where was it again?
Mm,
Mathar's heart blazed like the core of a sun, yet his unseeing eyes remained cool like the dead of winter. Each held the love of our realms in their hands.
yeah. It was just matching up the flames, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember as well. It's been a long time.
Been a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the flames are correctly placed. Can I try and push the door open?
I mean, it's not a push open door, and no, it does not open.
Alright, that answers one question. Was this the one?
Both of the statues had an outstretched hand, right?
Yeah, they do. I think. Actually, no, not in the picture.
Well, in the picture, their hands are a bit obfuscated by flame.
This is true.
Eb looks down at Tokas. And you entered before?
Well, yes, I've seen Brand a bit. The others told me how they got into the room. This is such a riddle to solve. I'm trying to remember it.
Amber, would you be so kind as to paste a riddle in chat?
I never said it was a riddle. I just said that this is a plaque.
On the plaque. My apologies.
No, I called it a riddle.
Uh-huh. Only Eb can read it as well.
Our Lord and Lady, Mahtar and Yarya Shani. who ruled with fire and ice. Maktar's heart blazed like the core of a sun. Yaria's unseeing eyes remained cool like the dead of winter. Each held the love of our realm in their hands. There are many ways to describe Lady Arya, but unseeing is not one of them.
Well, looking at a blind woman, you'd say their eyes are unseen. But it's a little bit of a wordplay in this case. They call her the unseen eye, but in truth her eye sees everything. It simply seems so from an outer perspective, the one of a man, of a human, or an elf in her case.
Not. Oh. Do you remember anything?
Do they have outstretched hands? The
Yes,
statues?
they still do.
All right. I believe. I think. My bad. Towards those around web. Do you have a torch of any kind?
I look at my inventory and the 10 torches I left back at the tower to not be encumbered. Because I don't use torches, I have dark vision.
I look at you, Connie. Do you?
I look at my imaginary inventory and I rummage around and yeah, produce.
I don't remember Volcani have a dark vision.
I-
You might have.
That's yeah. I don't know. But hey, it'll produce.
Yes, I have to
a
start burning
stick.
conventional shit, so you better.
Lol. You don't have any dark vision, so yeah.
Yeah, you like. Well, I guess he's holding a torch then, or a lantern, or
My
whatever.
torch. What do you mean?
Hmm?
This is my torch.
And he's like, I suppose, if you needed to get inside, then, sure, just make sure I get it back.
Yes, thank you. I'll go here. Light a torch with a blue flame. And if I remember correctly, I'm going to go to the outstretched hand and place it in the hand.
What do you place in the hand?
I take a torch, light it up on fire with the blue fire, and then put it in the hands of Yarya.
Goes in.
Statue.
Lights up.
Right, and then I'll just fucking shake it wildly because I'm not exactly the strongest man alive. Till it goes out. Like,
Making a torch does not make it go out. That's not how fire works.
Damn. I guess I'll. That's pretty. It's pretty.
Keep it in his hand.
Don't worry about it. I'll use prestidigitation. I remember I'm a wizard.
About to say.
Incredible feat of
Look
magic.
at
You just
with-
sit there.
Shaking a torch. Why is it not going out? And then, oh right, snaps fingers.
Goes out.
Can you
It
turn off
could-
a flame with prestidigitation?
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
you
No,
can.
that's thaumaturgy. Oh wait,
No,
you can do. You
Yeah,
can
you-
suck
as
it out.
well.
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
can also do it
I
with
got it.
Druidcraft.
That's great.
It's out.
I got it, guys. It's all right. And I'll go to the other fire, light it up in orange, put it in Storm's hands, and then look at the door.
There is a crumbling and can you just like not do that, stupid wall? There's a
Okay.
crumbling and grinding sound as the wall rolls to the side like a giant pinwheel.
Nice. I put out the torch again. I give it back to the giant man. There you go.
Thank
A little bit burnt.
you. I think I like the blue flame. And it'll go over and light it up in blue.
Oh no, this is Sea of Thieves again. He's trying to access the fortress. Alright.
Did you say this place was trapped?
No, trapped. There was this little riddle to solve at the start, but... Well, it's technically trapped. The thing is, we got in... Well, no, the party got in. Then Booming Voice said something about picking one of these sarcophagi. They did. And they found Yarya's wrappings, burial wrappings, to be specific, plus some other paraphernalia. We didn't open any of the other two because we fear the consequences and the fact that, well, we were warned about it. Usually don't get warnings about things that aren't dangerous.
Correct. What you see in front of you, Eb, is 3 carved stone sarcophagi, layered in dust that has built up over centuries. There is a sort of like sinister message, I guess, that carved into the wall above. Can I please remove this? Can I? Okay, I don't want this. There we go. In Elvish, it reads, "Beyond the tomb, we shall continue to serve righteousness, choose only one, or feel our wrath even in death." The carved lids on 2 of the tombs are identical to the visages seen in the other room with thrones,
Mhm.
and a third one bears a striking resemblance to a male tiefling with antlers.
And I presume that the others picked that one. It points to the one that bears the resemblance to quote-unquote Yarya.
That was her grave, or sarcophagi, or burial coffin, whatever you want to call it. That is I, her supposed consort, and that is Matar. I have been wondering, does the Skinwalker perhaps have any antlers in the depictions?
Give me a second, I've got a big brain myself here. Even though my brain is currently feeling very small and very tired.
Yeah, man, Friday evenings. Always be like
Corpse
that.
scavengers.
Well,
Yeah. And
well,
Joyers gives it a whole different spin.
well,
That is-
specifically, there was no corpse in here, but I assume Gabe means that I took it from a dying fellow witcher who, to help with dealing with this fucking vampire. But hey,
Scavenger, man.
okay, that's fine. It's
Okay.
it's not like
Alright.
it's not like I left the blade with him or anything. So,
Scoundrel. Well, do you want a 5th claymore?
you know what?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Oh man.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I don't know how. If Eb has any. What descriptions Eb has of the Skinwalker or the Hunter?
You know how to solve this? Roll a history check. Or ask for one. Better even. Because I am not sure.
I'll
But,
ask the DM how the Hunter is represented in or described in the tales that Eb has heard.
I mean, you know that this, like, without even rolling, you know that the Skinwalker is literally a walker of skin. They never look the same twice.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't even bear any resemblance to elves at all.
That's why you look for iconography, holy symbols, and things that don't change with time.
They don't have holy symbol.
But iconography, I bet.
Do they? If only
Oh,
Eb has never visited the city of elves.
damn.
It's full of pricks.
But have I read a book once about it?
Are elves a magical item, alchemical concoction, or construct?
Only iconography you guys know is a silver leaf.
You know.
Hold up. Oh yeah, no, never mind. My hold up moment, I had it a long time ago. It just didn't click again. Holy shit, this is so bright. Wow.
The the leader of the High Elves is
A horned tiefling?
cowardly and does
Don't-
not keep the same form. You will. I don't think you would know by appearance, because there is no one appearance.
Well, I'm sure if he's or there or she is the leader of the High Elves, there must be some sort of iconography that represents them. Something to
Silver
recognize them by.
leaf. Is there any sort of silver leafy iconography on this tomb? Or I guess
Pardon?
no, just. Is there any leaf iconography around here?
No.
No. Hmm.
Ooh.
Well, so currently the only thing pointing to this being the tomb of Lady Arya and the Skinwalker is just a plaque.
Well, that and the literal iconography that brings back to her, but we can hand wave that if you wish. Yes, if you disregard those, that sums it up. Now the second part is talking to the dying god. That will pretty much tell you what I already heard.
Well,
Do you not feel
That-
any family bond connection of any sort?
I typically feel that connection towards people and not items or. Oh, okay. Eb looks at the rings on his finger. And tilts his head to the side. Usually.
Took us like
I suppose.
white guy blinks. Huh. I suppose I had, I guess, too high of an expectation. But don't worry about it. Go talk to Eamon. He will probably clear your mind. Maybe.
I mean, perhaps if I were a priest of some sort, but I am a user of the blade.
You sounded like you were really into her from how you spoke.
Of course, I love my family. I see. What? I don't. He just blinks a couple of times. What did you mean?
Little blinks. Well, you talked about her in such high regard and such passion. I thought, you had a deeper connection. You're elves. Not to be racist on anything, but it's
Wow.
well, the rumor is spread that elves are incredibly magically inclined. At least, I guess some of them. Have you not been told Cadwell for 300 years?
I haven't been there for about 50.
Well, yes.
I said, well, since I just set out this last mission.
And how long have you lived there?
Well, for all my life, so about, well, in a couple of decades it would be for, well, okay, there's no more decades to be seen. About
And some time
300.
that you obviously spent away from home as well,
Yeah.
out traveling, and also the time that
Mhm.
you've spent during your rites, which can take anywhere from a couple of years to decades.
I've not spent my. I've been an adventurous sort, I suppose. Been out there doing things, but it has been my home all my life.
But not really, because then you also went around a lot.
Are you? No, it has still been my home.
Well, yes, but did you adventure in the lost city of Tolkien, or did you leave it?
I lived there. I have a wife and I had a child there. I grew up there. I played on its streets with the other children. I messed around. I pulled pranks.
Well, yeah, I
I-
don't doubt.
It's my what? It's my
I-
home.
I know. I am informed about this. I've just been wondering how much time of your life you spent there.
A big portion. I
Say
you
longer than
keep-
you've been alive, you fucking snot child. Like, what the hell?
Do you keep track of how many hours you're in the tower?
No, not exactly.
Exactly.
So, well, hours, not days.
Well, our
They are when you're an elf.
lifespans are of a different magnitude.
I see, so you don't keep track of days. That's understandable. Well, I hope that Vincent doesn't get confused and come back in 300 years then.
Like, damn. Guys, why is everybody dead? Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back when the time is right.
Finger crossed. All right. Well, I guess there's not much to see here unless you want to dare and do what we didn't want to do and open a sarcophagus, possibly incurring the ire of the dead.
I mean, Ed will like circle one of the tiefling sarcophagi looking for like traps or mechanisms. I mean, you can do your magic sniffing sense, I guess.
I believe it was already done. Stargazers went through this entire place before, leaving it.
Still, I'd not venture to open something trapped before I've recovered some more. I'm not that foolish.
All right, that is wise. Then we shall head back, have a talk with Eamon. Don't bother him too much. I think he needs like a lot of sleep. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but he's like dying right now. We're trying to fix that. It's not exactly easy.
Alright, well, maybe some company will perk him right up.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't cause the opposite effect. Sloop.
Alright.
Sloop. Slowly slooping away. Actually, Sakara gave me a great idea.
oh,
Oh, but I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, I guess I'll have to
Use
do
the
it.
coal. Use the coal app.
Guess I'll have to do it later. All right, Let's move.
Mm.
If I remember where to go.
Was that Tokas or you, Gabe?
That was me.
Oh,
Why not
Could-
both?
Why not both? Yeah. No, he has 20 and it's an Einstein level
and
of
you don't?
memory. I don't. I have like less than half of it.
No, that's at least 5.
At least, yeah. That means I can barely recognize my allies and enemies.
That's Alan you're talking about right there.
uh,
Not a friend, until proven otherwise.
Oh my god. Can I just reset the fog of war here?
oh no,
Well, now I don't know where to go. Never mind.
I can't
Damn.
believe
Instant memory loss.
you.
Yep.
Damn.
Told
That's
you,
pretty.
I
That's
don't
pretty
have 20.
shameful.
But yeah, to walk around just circles. Like, I think we summoned some ghosts here, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
I think I learned to speak. I was about to say English, Elvish for a couple of hours.
Just a quick question. What sort of symbolism stuff like that is around here?
It is. It's all arcane sigils.
I don't know any of that. He just kind of waves it. He's not a...
I'm not a scientist.
Not a dentist.
I don't cast magic. I cast blades. I guess blades is a cantrip, but anyways.
Oh man, Sakar really notices we.
I mean, he's
He's been here.
yeah.
Damn, what a Chad.
Can I get someone's vision, please?
No.
I've been
Wow.
watching on the Twitch stream, and I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit behind. I'm kidding. So I want to see what's happening in
Forbidden.
game.
I don't know what's happening, guys. Please don't leave me out.
Sorry, Mark.
I'll be Tara. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Continuing
kidding.
the Grey Prince plotline without you.
I told
I'm
you
not
no
reading.
child characters at the table.
Wow.
Wow. Then why is Vincent? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm in Vittorio's 16, so...
He is not.
Oh yeah, he's the average JoJo teenager. Yep.
He is. You know, it's not my fault that Amber, like, after we made our characters and established age, is like, yeah, anyway, so, a year here is a lot quicker. So, technically speaking, you guys are a lot younger than, you are. It's like, okay. Guess I'll
Alright, Mark, you have
fucking
vision now.
Guess I'll die.
Oh, wait. Whose vision do I have? I don't see anything yet.
Just give me a
No.
moment.
Oh, I thought you said you have vision now. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I realized she doesn't have any vision. But she's doing her best.
The car will look at.
Hey.
Actually, Amber, I assume, has the car been here with Tara before? Or.
Yeah, I take
Yeah.
I take Tara here every time we go. Like every time.
Then,
Unwillingly.
as soon as we get here, Sakar, he just kind of looks at Tara and he's like, I'll race you. And then, he'll just
No,
fucking.
not Tara will jump.
Car jumps.
Thorn jumps down in the crevice and falls down into the abyss. Goodbye, sweet world.
20d10 bludgeoning damage cannot even encompass the depth of this hole.
He looks at you and says, I won.
That's what she said.
That's how Tara would say it. She wouldn't even flex. She would just say, I won.
Come on, we kind of grab her and eat her.
This is not fun.
Sakar grabs her and just flicks her against the wall.
All right. Lucas steps onto the platform and he looks around for the presents and then looks to Eb. All right, now there's gonna be like a big translucent man appearing in the middle of the air. Just don't get scared and remember there's complete vacuum behind you. So if you stumble and fall, you'll die.
You are indeed standing on a stone platform that is suspended over a bottomless gorge. There's at least a set of like floating steps, you
Mhm.
know, that leads up to it, and there is a 50-foot tall carving that covers the entire back wall of the cavern, which depicts an elf that seemingly is split down the middle, one half gray, and the other one carved in such a way that it appears paler.
Paler.
They have their hands crossed over their chest, one dark and one light.
I have seen many things, Dokas. I'm not so easily frightened.
Well, that's a positive thing, isn't it? Right, and then Tokus will lean over to Tara. Could you do us the favor of calling him?
What does Tara call Amon? I think she just says his name, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know Zarya. I wouldn't say Shepherd of Souls, but that's how Zarya calls him. Amon.
Hey, bruv. Where
What's
you
up,
at?
my dude?
Wake up, bruv.
For a little while, the image, the carving of Amon almost like gains relief as Amon himself appears before you.
And does a sort of somewhat revering bow / courtesy.
Yeah.
Respect.
Those the same.
But I have a quick question. Does Tara do the same thing Zarya does? Like, Zarya teaches this to everyone, but does Tara also now do those things, or does she just be like, nah, I know
Nah,
Amon,
bro.
he's my bro.
Yeah, he was my buddy.
He's my friend.
The car will do the things probably
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
like, this is our little hippie cult thing. This is what we
Yep.
do.
I'm
Exactly.
having fun. Oh.
Tara's
I
probably
also-
trying to develop some of her own rituals as well.
Yeah. Well, you see Sakara then having the like black hands, like with
Tara
like,
brings
full
a
character.
little crayon drawing that she made while she was at home.
Aw.
Mhm.
Bless.
Without.
And also a cupcake from the Festival of Secret Hearts.
Oh,
It's
I
a little,
love
it's a
you.
little stale now, but it's okay.
That's so
That's
sweet. That's so
horrible.
It's still
sweet.
stale now.
Mhm.
Throw it into the
Mm.
bottomless gorge. The pit of my stomach feels fuller now.
Join us, Ebb, another one. We haven't even seen the best part of
You're
this
talking a
place.
lot for someone who isn't here.
Well, yeah, no, I'm hyping everyone up.
I know.
Mhm. This is all flashbacks to things Zarius has said.
No, this is Zarius floating behind you right now. He just teleported right behind you to hype you up and become part of their cult. It's like the J1 just coming at your door.
I love how now everyone except Vincent has met Amon, despite Vincent being actively saying he's met
Yeah.
Amon.
Yeah, because you already met him, you know? He doesn't need to meet him again.
Yeah, that's true. You know, he knows Amon.
He knows him, bro. He knows the guy.
Vincent rolled so poorly on his skill challenge to do the thing that he set out to do. He probably met Amon and literally every other creature in the mountain except the one he was looking for.
Oh my god. Oh
Oh.
god.
So you're saying that he shouldn't come back yet?
Yeah, he'll be back in 300 years.
I
In
have a
300
question,
years is when he's
Amber.
done.
How good
What?
is Sakara's singing voice, and can Ferris sing the song instead of Sakara?
Oh my-
No.
Car is like a professional Mongolian throat singer,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh,
like,
that is so awesome.
oh.
That would make the song that much more terrifying, if I'm being honest.
Great.
Holy shit.
Holy. Let's go. And there's also perfect acoustics here in the bottomless gorge, you know? Like your voice bounces off all the walls and then it goes into eternity.
I mean, seeing as the song starts with saying "Oh death" 3 times in this place, that sounds terrifying.
Millions of deaths.
Oh death.
Yes.
But yes, Jackus will follow Tara along. He'll place down a sheet of paper from his tinkering book with sketches of projects and other things that he always does in his pastime.
Amber, Amon was looked like half dark elf, half other elf, right? Like
Correct.
Perfect.
He
split.
also kind of like this clear like the whites of his dark side are black, which is not a dark elf thing.
It's a
But
super dark elf.
he most assuredly does have like dark gray skin.
And as you know, anyone who has dark gray skin is a dark elf.
LeMayo.
That's
Correct.
fact
That-
checked by Ben
That
Shapiro.
that's how you get dark elves. In fact, you get a tiefling that's you know has that skin color. You cut off the horns and you snip the ears a bit sharper.
Yep.
Mhm, mhm. Let's,
Right.
we'll listen to this song.
Yeah. Tokens for listen as well, as he's not a great Mongolian singer.
Right? Hmm. Oh. Sorry, I needed a moment there. My throat thought I thought I was gonna die for a
Nope,
second.
there.
Hmm.
Take your
That's
time.
not really good.
When the introductions are said and done, everyone gazes down at all of you. Without moving a muscle on his ghostly, translucent form. You hear his voice in Elvish. Speak quietly. You have graced me with another visit. To what do I owe the pleasure today?
Assuming that Tara will translate, or Eb, because now we have two people that speak Elvish.
Uh-huh.
Turks will speak up and say, "Greetings, Eamon. It should be considered quite the opposite, but thank you for sparing your time for us. I have brought to you here one of Yaria's many children. He came to the Black Mountain and now seeks the truth about his mother's history and past. Now, I explained to him what you told me, but I believe he wishes to hear it from, well, the mouth of, well, the person who knew her.
Eb does a small bow. If I may be so bold, I would like to know more of you and your knowledge of the important events of our history.
Everyone's head tilts slightly. One of her children. Yaria did not bear children from her own seed.
This is very true. I am but one of the many she nurtures in Talcardool. Mother in much, but not flesh.
Then he lived again. Amon does not ask, but rather states. It's like an assessment.
Lips eyebrow raises. May I inquire as to who you are?
So, yes, I like this one. I am in many ways an elf, but not born of water and I am born from the heart of elvenkind. I am beyond the bindings of this world. But not beyond the binding the world lays beyond.
Could you repeat that?
But I am not beyond the bindings of the world that lays beyond.
Ebnos. Were you ever of flesh and bone?
Eyes close briefly. Perhaps once I was able to take on such a shape. But it is not my true form, nor will it ever be. Remaining in this realm is difficult.
I thank you for showing yourself to talk to us in that case.
It is a matter of self-preservation as much as I wish to help you. My motivations are not entirely selfless.
Are you... Are you from the times when Lady Arya was of her first flesh? Or before, even?
I did not know that she became flesh once more.
Hmm.
But I knew Yaria. She lived here for many years, sheltered in these holes before they crumble. It has been long since then. Dozens of generations of elves have come and gone since those days.
Hmm. Why... What was this place once, when I presume that many people roamed these halls?
A sanctuary.
Hmm.
In many ways, Ai's rule was unquestioned.
Hmm. The tiefling?
He slowly nods. Warlord.
Hmm.
But Yaria and those who chose to be beside her were questioned. More so when she chose to become his wife. Shunned by her own people. They retreated here.
Hmm. And so Eb sort of takes a deeper breath and stills himself. And there was another coffin, a statue. Mahtar.
Mm. Brazen. Bold. His father, in many ways.
His father being...
I who gave his life to bring him into this world.
sort of crosses his arms and thinks. You said before that she could not have a child of her flesh. Then how did she have this Mahtar?
Mhm.
I wonder how.
You mean how did he have this matter?
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You see a slight crease in the brow and the downturning of the ears. Many times did we talk. Discuss long evenings or days about life and death. About my place and its cycle. But she seemed more so interested in her place. I cannot begin to explain how or why. But I know that she bent the way things worked out of shape. The natural order of things to make it so. It takes experience and magic of unprecedented scale. And the sacrifice of one life for another.
Size. He nods. I see. I why are you I think looks at Tokus, is it fading?
Sort of dying, yes.
If you are the heart of elves, as you say, I can firmly say that And they still are beating strong as ever.
The heart of the elves that created me were water and womb, blood and flesh. Flesh does not last forever. Only their thought does. But if thought is not passed along, then it cannot reach the heart. Can the heart want what it does not know? Perhaps so. But my followers dwindled. Having less and less time upon this world with each generation, until finally there is none left. And when the last traces of me disappear from those hearts, and so will I.
It is a pain for your name to be forgotten. Even more so while you are alive to know of it. My condolences.
Not yet gone. And I hold out hope for those who are with me.
Hmm. These elves of old that created you said. Can you tell me about them?
What is it that you seek to know?
What were they like? He taps his own chest in here. What drove them to act? Why are they no longer here?
I believe that many carried within them a profound sadness. Some did not know where that sadness came from. But Yaria did. She did not believe that this world is the one where they belonged. And this sense of disbelonging drove many of them onward to seek the boundaries. A dangerous thing, that is.
Hmm.
But even as times are different, and I see now with the visits that you bestow upon me, that the age of great warlords is gone. The people remain the same.
Hmm.
Hopeful, adventurous, strong-willed. But also with much resentment in their heart towards others, those who are not like them. Or those who are closer than they would like them to be.
Hmm. This this is not where elves came from. This world.
This I do not know. I know only that which they carried in their hearts, and in turn I carry within me now. A profound longing for something. Another time, another place, perhaps.
I know that feeling all too well. Sort of rubs his right wrist a bit where the flesh is still well, surprisingly healed. And what is it that you wish in your heart of hearts? Or is there no answer there, as there are none in, well, to be easily said in so many?
I wish for balance. It is my directive to seek it between life and death, light and shadow. An equilibrium in which I can remain to be here as I am, a protector, a shepherd, as I have done for countless generations and continue to do for countless more.
Tell me, are there lies in hearts?
Can you repeat that?
Are there lies in the hearts?
Are there lies in the hearts?
Yes.
Of anyone in particular? I'm, I'm like trying to get a grasp of this question.
Are there lies in, I guess, in Amon? If Eb is asking if Aemon basically would lie to him. Just asking it up. Well, okay, I guess around the corner, but still. Like
Mhm.
other lies, in hearts.
I possess no reason to lie. But know that I am made up of many hearts, each with different wants and wishes. And I know only what I know. So while I may not intentionally lie, by virtue of an elvish side of me, can't call it a human, a virtue of an elvish side within me, it may occur.
Very well. Neb raises his eyes to meet Aemon's. They are kind, but tinted a hint of sad around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me, what would you wish upon Yaria?
Brow creases ever so slightly, so in confusion.
Now that, well, you say you wish for the balance of life and death, but there are some that have reached beyond that and still have a foothold in our world. And I would like to know if I can talk to you more, I suppose. To open your heart is, well, I need to know how you would act towards those near to me. Or whether I will know you as a passing stranger in the night.
Fear no connection to Yaria any longer. If you say that she lives once more, Then I can only wonder why. All stories must have a conclusion, must they not?
If something never existed and then it does, like being born, then I don't. Well, I'm I'm not smart enough to answer that question. But
I never existed and then I did.
yes, then I see not why you cannot have someone who continues on.
He smiles. It is the way of mortals. It is their blessing to get to experience life. It is their blessing to die. When I am forgotten, I will disappear. It will be like it was before I existed. There will be nothing. No trace of me. No legacy. It was as if the story was never even there to begin with. Mortals are given a chance to live, to feel, love, or hate if they so choose it. And then they pass on this legacy. And they can die knowing that they have passed on this legacy. And the cycle continues.
And not. I think you and I will get along just fine.
I'm pleased to hear you say this.
Eb will look into the filing cabinet that is his heart and add another folder in there. It's like, okay, yeah, my fellow dark elves, my dear wife, my son, all the people I've met.
My dear lady wife.
All the people I've met. All the people I've met in 300 years of life.
It's a big ass folder.
Yeah, it's a very big filing cabinet.
Look, everyone, you don't stay alive and the world should decay without something to live for. I know this very well. And smiles a bit. Well, at least we have something to talk about. And he adds another folder in there. It's like labels it Amon.
2 billion folders.
Yes. 2 billion folders. Yeah, do you ever wonder what Eb does in his trance of organizing his mental shelves.
It's like, okay, I think actually only Amber gets that reference. It's like in Lock and Key, you know, when they go
Hey, I
into...
get it.
Okay,
I've listened to
good.
the audiobook and the series.
Okay, then that's great. Then,
Got
then
him.
there you go. But yeah, when they go inside their own
That's
head.
how I do the. That's how I do transing for my elves.
Exactly. Perhaps. And looks at the others around him. Would you mind if I stayed a while?
Well, no, but I still need to ask him about the thing.
Eb has a blank expression, saying,
You know, the thing that's killing me slowly?
"Ah, yes, that thing. You are right." Eb sort of leans down, puts hands on your back, puts you in front of him. He's dying. He sort of needs help. Maybe do you know something about that?
Blink.
Yes,
You know, I'm not
I know
actually.
many. I know many things about dying.
He
Well,
gazes down upon you, Togas, and he gives you like his best fatherly expression.
Oh no.
Oh, bless.
I sigh.
Living is harder than dying, Tokas.
You know, I've come to
Yes.
notice it, especially lately. I think I've been taught that lesson a bit too many times.
You should not fear death.
I don't think I do. I just fear that I won't be able to do what I need to do before I die, which I think is the reason why most people fear death.
Give me a word. I'm looking for a word right now.
Give you all the time you need.
Such is the way of mortals, Tokas. Each and every single one, whether they have 5 years, or 30, or a century, or 10 centuries, they will always have business left unfinished, tales left untold.
Yeah, man. That is
At
very
one
true.
point or another, it simply ends. And then you needn't worry about the things that you have left unfinished.
Well, I guess in death there is no worry, but let's say that while I'm still alive, I'm gonna keep worrying about them. Especially, like, opens up his garbs a little bit. What's been happening to me now? So there's something that is trying to eat away at my soul. I believe that's how Zarius described it. And I'm not really sure what it is. Now, I'm not asking for a health checkup, I already tried that. And it didn't really go as planned. Well, I was wondering if you knew or recognized, or could tell what the hell is going on here.
So you do seek a health checkup.
Uh,
I am no doctor, Tokas.
yeah, I know. But you are a god, so he shrugs a little bit. Maybe you could tell me if there's some evil being trying to kill me, or if someone is enacting their revenge upon me by evil being means.
He gazes down upon you, and his red eye gleams in Sakar's light. Your soul is a bright wick. But I sense no evil beings feasting upon its flame. Though your body wanes.
Yeah, that's what's concerning me a lot. You know, people usually don't grow eyes on their back or their front, and usually said eyes don't send you death threats via apothecaries.
But, Tokas, this might be a good thing, because if it's not attached to your soul, maybe simple surgery would do the trick.
Yes, but no. We've seen, well, Zarius has seen that it's not that simple. There is something that is corrupting me from the outside, meaning that there is an outside influence that is doing this. If it was just a couple of eye stalks, I wouldn't fuss as much about it. But if this will never stop until I find a cure, then my time on this earth will be limited. More than the 4 years that we have left. Well, I thank you for your counsel. At least I am, I guess, a little bit more relieved to know that a dear friend of mine hasn't decided to, well, kill me.
Amon gives you an end of life leaflet.
A leaflet.
Like a pamphlet.
Um,
He doesn't give you actual
You're
pamphlet.
going to die.
I know, that'd be
Probably
pretty
don't
weird
know
if
how
he
to
did.
feel about it. Here's all you need to know.
Sends
Yeah.
me a link for a Kurzgesagt video about death.
So,
Pamphlet for Dignitas, which is, euthanasia in a dignified way.
10 things to expect when death is near.
What to
My-
expect when you're
Action
expecting
black
death.
hand holding you.
Yeah.
That's what you need to expect.
Could it be that our fear of death is worse than death itself?
Hmm.
Find out next time.
Never, because you won't be back to tell the tale.
Find out next time on the Wheel of Karma.
He will assure you that you may seek him out if you need more counseling on the matter of life or death.
All right, I will thank him profusely about this, and yeah, I don't think. Oh, right. Oh, fuck. There is one thing that I needed to know. Fuck. My notes. Where are they?
Well,
Just one more thing before I leave you to your rest.
there's always one more thing with you, Tokas.
I know,
He
right?
says with a hint of a smile.
Well, that's a good thing. That means we can make long conversations. Anyways, I have been just noticed recently that the world is growing shorter and shorter in lifespan. There is a creature, one possibly a humanoid, that, well, took possession of a sword. You might or might not know it. It is a Kingslayer, a blade with a demon bound in it. And, well, this creature, this harbinger of death and destruction, the one that wants to gather the favor of all four and bring an end to Etharis as a whole, is looking for me. Specifically for a book I have. And this book that I have, I can make very little sense of it, and that's been like that for a long time. So, I was wondering if maybe with your divine powers of life and death, you could tell me something about it. I can't, because, well, my life has only been 34 years long, so not exactly an expert in the matter.
I know not of this Uzul. this king. What do you call it, Kuzue? I don't. He doesn't know
Yeah,
anything about the sword.
Kingslayer. Yeah,
He's
Kingslayer.
never heard of the Kingslayer.
That is okay. That is alright. Stargazers will put down his backpack and he will produce this ginormous fucking tome. Pulls it out, dusts it off. If you take a look at this, and I open the tome and show him middle, like straight up in the middle. What can you tell me about it?
Tilts his head as he looks upon it. Then he looks at you.
I look at him, peep over the book.
It looks to me like a fresh life. A blank page.
There was a glint of hope when he said fresh life. And when he says blank page, his eyes go dead like a fish. Like,
Everyone who has looked at this book has seen a blank page. Toga's like,
I'm fucking crazy, man. God
I think
damn
I'm
it.
crazy, guys.
Guys, I think I'm hallucinating.
closes the tome.
What?
Well, I guess that's nothing out of the ordinary then. Thank you for this. One last thing.
I did like a slight nod of the head.
Turns to Ebb. Alright. Anything else that you want to say? We should probably say it now before we leave. I'm not sure we can ask him to stay up too long.
Ebb checks
Then
with
my focus
Aemon to
on-
confirm this.
Aemon doesn't leave this place.
Mhm. I mean, I haven't had a slumber party in 50 years. Oh, more even.
What?
I do not slumber.
Precisely, and neither do I.
What is a
I've never-
slumber party?
You're right.
You
it's
had
just
one in Ostoya with the Baron.
I did.
I was would say we know exactly what a slumber party is.
Yeah, you need a lot of absinthe for that.
Yeah.
You need to drink it like an absolute baller. Points at Zarius.
We can drink lots of absinthe and then pass out
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
and
yeah.
dream about whales and wolves. Right? That's how it goes. Question mark.
Of course.
But yes.
Mhm.
Ebb can have a slumber party.
Ebb has a definite slumber party. Yes,
The others can return to the Enclave.
he has over 300 years of spicy tales and hot takes and
Mhm.
heart-fluttering moments.
It's okay. Aemon has like nearly 10,000 years of hot takes.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. We're gonna have so much fun together.
You shouldn't shower while naked. One of his hot takes. Everyone
Jesus
disagrees
Christ.
with it.
But yes. I think this is the things that this is as far as I'm able to physically
Yeah, that's alright.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
survive. But
perfect
it's
place to
okay.
do this.
Throughout the week we can clear up some more things.
We finally
I
go
need
to
to
Catman.
with Lawrence, because everybody will realize when they come back that Lawrence is gone, and so is Vasily.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Damn.
They going on a boys trip.
They
Nice.
went
they're
on a
going to the
midnight
church.
romp.
I mean, first we wouldn't know for long. We're gone for a week, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're fine.
Hmm.
They're going to do the church together, though.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep in contact with the party halves, having only 2 third level spell slots as a poor wizard that I am.
Oh.
I'm gonna be the intelligence of this operation, and sort of almost every evening around that hour.
Message
calling.
one, message the other.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Literally.
We
I'm
live in the wilderness. I hate it here.
we live in a society.
I'm just imagining Ebb taking the wool off his shoulders, putting it on the ground there, laying on his back, looking up at the not stars, you know, having a chat with his new pal.
It's okay if you want to see the stars. There's another room in this complex that has a pool of stars.
Yeah, just please don't touch it.
No, touch it. Oh,
No,
actually, I never
I am-
thought to touch it. Fuck.
I am Wangveldim.
Yeah, you guys didn't really go anywhere like near it or look into it. You
Well-
just kind of got attacked once, and
Yeah.
then you were like, "I'm done here."
Okay.
Maybe
Ember,
you could look
thank
into
you.
it later, but not
Thank you.
now.
Yeah, I'll do it.
But yes, we got attacked, and then I tried to take a sample, and I took a bunch of cold damage and had to make a save. And then I was like, okay, that's enough.
Don't worry about it. I can resist all the cold damage. I'm gonna slurp it up, drink it, bring it home,
Please,
have a slumber party with it.
All
but
right.
yes, Amber,
Yes,
thank you,
that's for now.
thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank you for the session.
hosting.
Thank you for the session.
And
Yes.
Thank you very much.
yeah, and thank you for holding out that long, as it were, because you're sick.
Thanks
So-
for bearing with my incessant questioning.
Yeah, look,
It's okay. I
unbelievable.
love Amon, so it's all good.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, we will.
Thank everyone for being here. Thank you, future me, for watching this VOD.
Hello, future Ember.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Future Ember.
and yeah, I guess we'll see you not next week, but the week after that.
Next week.
Yeah,
In
next
2
week.
weeks.
Indeed. All right.
Until that time, good
Say less,
evening
Gabe. Say less.
and good night.
Good night.
Night.